What's happening, NXPT? My name's Andrea. I'm a fellow NXPT member, and I'm also a registered dietitian. I am going to be helping everyone with nutrition for this upcoming challenge. Super excited to get started. This video, I'm going to go over your fitness scan results and kind of how to interpret those, and then where to start when it comes to nutrition. So I'm going to share my screen here. Once you get your wellness results, you will be able to see a bunch of different metrics. You can kind of click through those and read a little bit about them. They have these nice graphs that kind of show you where you compare to population data of people your same age and gender. So that's kind of cool. When you look at the body composition, most people look directly for the body fat percentage. Again, you can kind of see where you are compared to people in your same demographic. I just kind of wanted to point out that everybody has body fat. Nobody can have zero body fat. Everybody needs some. Fat actually plays a really important role in our body. However, too much can lead to negative health consequences. And most people, when they come to NXPT, are looking to lose body fat. So when you look at your body fat percentage for women, we have to have our essential fat is like 10 to 13%. We cannot have less body fat than that. That's not compatible with life. Males is a lot lower. It's like 2 to 5%, but you need at least that much fat for essential body functions. And then what's considered normal or healthy is for women to have a body fat percentage up to 30%. Males is a little bit lower. It's up to 25%. So if you are close to those ranges, maybe that is your goal. Or if you're not close to those ranges, maybe just a weight loss of 10% of your current body weight is a good place to start. You'll also see your total weight, and you'll also see the fat mass and then the lean mass. The lean mass is what I think everybody should care the most about, and really focus on this. And your scan in general is just a snapshot in time. And what's really cool about being an NXPT member is that we have this awesome device that we can get body composition scans on repeated, the same device, so we can look for trends over time. So this one scan that you get this one time doesn't mean a whole lot, but what matters is getting these scans at the beginning and at the end of challenges, or just periodically throughout the year, to see how you're doing and see, what you want to change or focus on. And as all of us age, muscle is harder to make and hold on to. And so I am always looking at my lean mass and making sure that that's not going down. It went down a little bit during the pandemic and online classes without a ton of access to weights, but I'm really working on getting that back up. So that's just me personally. You also want to click over to the fitness level tab because you really want to see what your basal metabolic rate is. This is a really important number. This is the number of calories that your body needs just to be alive every day without even moving. So if you were to lay in bed and not do anything at all, this is the amount of calories your body is going to burn just to do all the jobs it needs to do. So this is for your lungs to breathe air, for your heart to pump blood, for your kidneys to filter blood, for your body to regulate its temperature, for cells to grow and repair, for your brain function, for nerve function. Absolutely everything requires energy, not just being active. So what that means in terms of nutrition and eating is that you should never, ever, ever eat less than your basal metabolic rate. Because then what happens, because your body has to prioritize staying alive, your body is going to conserve energy. So it's going to lower your metabolic rate. So say I wasn't eating enough, my body's going to lower its metabolic rate to make sure that I do have enough energy to do all the things I'm putting through it. So you want to make sure that you're never eating less than this. What you then want to do with this number is go to the NXPT website. Hopefully you can still see this. Let me make sure. Yeah, okay. You're going to go to the NXPT website and you're going to log into the members only section. And then you're going to click for the drop down nutrition, and you're going to scroll down and you're going to download the PDF that says calculating your estimated daily calorie needs. And then you're going to go through this worksheet. It's math, but I promise it's super easy. And if you need help, email me or find me in class, and I'm more than happy to help you. You're going to put in your metabolic rate that you got from your fit scan. Then you're going to add some additional calories for your daily activities. Maybe you have a very physical job, or maybe you don't, maybe you have a sedentary job, and you're going to figure out at the end of the day how much you should be eating in a day. For most females, this is going to be somewhere around 1,800 to 2,200 calories. For males, this is going to be a bit higher. Males just in general have more muscle mass and usually weigh more. And so for males, it's going to be, could be anywhere from 2,600 calories, maybe even up to 3,100 calories. It just depends on how much you're moving every day. So then what you're going to do once you have this total daily calorie needs is you can divide that up throughout your meals and snacks throughout the day. And if you want to start tracking your calories, you can download an app like MyFitnessPal or Chronometer, or there's a ton of apps out there, and you can kind of start tracking and seeing how much you're eating. If you are not into tracking your calories, that's totally fine too. I would just say find one area to focus on to create a habit just this first week of the challenge. Like, we have an entire 6 weeks, and I know that everyone at the beginning is always super motivated, has all these gung-ho goals, and we want all these results on the other side. But what you really need to do is just like pick one thing to focus on, like this week. Maybe it's just going to the gym. Maybe it's going to make sure that you're going to the gym 4-5 days a week. I always recommend taking taking 2 rest days per week. And I don't think that they should be next to each other. So Saturday and Sunday shouldn't be your rest days. Your rest days should be split up. So maybe you take one weekend day to rest and do yoga or go on a walk or do nothing, watch football. But then you should take another rest day like during the week, and you should have them split up from each other. You shouldn't be taking more than 2 days off in a row. I recommend like going to NXPT 4 or 5 times a week, taking a variety of classes, trying yoga, trying spin, boot camp, CrossFit, whatever it is, and allowing your body those recovery days to make sure that you are challenging yourself, but then allowing yourself to recover. So maybe that is what you need to do, is just get in a good schedule and a good routine of classes that you're going to go to. And maybe that's all you focus on for the first week. If you want to get jump started with your nutrition, just pick one thing to focus on. So maybe you need to refresh your environment, and maybe you need to go through your kitchen and clean out stuff that you don't want to have in your diet anymore, or clean out your cupboards, or clean off your counters. Maybe you just need to start with your environment. Maybe you need to start with breakfast, adding protein to your breakfast. I know especially for females, it's common to not get a good amount, not get like 20 grams of protein like you should be eating at your breakfast meal. So maybe on your trip to the grocery store this week, maybe get a variety of things that you can have in the morning to add protein, like eggs, hard-boiled eggs. You can make those baked egg, like muffin tins, cut up veggies, put in eggs, put in the oven. You can make those. You can get Greek yogurt, cottage cheese. There's tons of stuff in the morning that you can do to make sure that you're getting in a good dose of protein. Maybe you need to focus on eating more whole food and less packaged foods. Maybe you need to work on adding anti-inflammatory foods to your diet. So eating more salmon, eating more tuna, eating more berries, eating more sweet potatoes. Like, just pick one thing to just try this week and see how it goes. And then in the following weeks, you can work on something else. Maybe you need to think about what you're consuming right after a workout, making sure you're getting in protein, fluid to rehydrate right after a workout. Maybe you need to focus on the weekends and not going completely overboard, drinking a ton of alcohol, eating a lot of food that is large in portion, high fat, high carbohydrate. Maybe you need to kind of look and see what's going on the weekends. Maybe not make Saturday and Sunday both rest days to kind of counterbalance some of the extracurricular activities that you're doing. I don't know, everybody's different, but just pick what you feel like is going to get you kind of in some new habits this first week. May I suggest that it's kind of a low-hanging fruit. That way you kind of try something new and it works well for you, and then you can kind of move on. I wouldn't start with the hardest thing first, and also don't expect to either gain a bunch of muscle in the first week or lose a bunch of fat. That's why NXPT does these fitness challenges for 6 weeks, because that is really how long it takes to see changes. And hopefully I'll see you in a class. If I haven't met you yet, please come up to me and introduce yourself. I promise I'm nice. And I look forward to helping you guys with your nutrition over the coming weeks. We will talk about different topics every week. So looking forward to seeing you soon. Take care.